What's up, everybody? Sorry, I've been gone for a while. Didn't have cable, had a roof leak, had all kinds of stuff going on. But I'm finally, thankfully, even though I didn't have cable, still recorded everything. I'm finally caught up on everything. And that was a lot of racing. Today, we're talking about NASCAR and the return to North Wilkesboro after being dormant for so long. It was so famously dormant. It was one of the, most famous abandoned, you know, tracks in the country, I think, most famous, one at least that they brought back to life. And, you know, finally, though, it's back. And I think it was long overdue. It's the kind of thing that we need, to keep the sport going. That Rockingham, there's a lot of places that are still on the list that need to be done, but I'm finally caught up. Everything from that weekend and everything else, since. And thankfully, we got to see some good racing from the truck series, at the track, as well as modifieds and other series that ran throughout the week, minus the All-Star race, And I thought there was some decent racing for some people during the heat races in the Cup Series. Like I thought there was some good stuff there until Larson stunk out the joint. But that's not on Larson. That's like it's like Martinsville. Some can pass, some make it look really easy, and then 95% of people are just can't go anywhere in a straight line. But the racing from the other series, the trucks modified, all that proved that there can be good racing there. It's just the short track package for this car absolutely sucks. So no ifs, ands, or buts or ways to go around there. That thing just absolutely sucks. So it'll give you my feelings on all of that because I haven't got to debrief you guys on anything in a very, very, very long time. I missed all y'all. Hopefully y'all missed me. Before we get going, hopefully, shout out Go Speedways. Check it out if you haven't. If you're listening to this and you have no idea what I'm talking about, go on the same platform you're listening on. Find Go Speedways. It's out talking about the old abandoned racetracks. Me and Walter always talked about it in older episodes. I'm sure you guys heard it. It's my way to, preserve this stuff. And first official episode is out. Second one, which is part 2, is out. So please check that out if you haven't. It's on a place that's near and dear to my heart, right down from where I grow up. Nazareth Speedway. Please check out Go Speedways. If you haven't, if you have, I appreciate you guys. And make sure that you share it out and follow and all of that as well. But to the racing, the Tyson 250 for the truck series, I'm going to say there was some good racing throughout. And you could see, ability and talent, I'd say, more, on this track because of the surface. And you could see barely any new asphalt on it, just cheese grating those tires down. And you could see who was, used to doing that and having to preserve tires so much and, have finesse running around the track. Because that's what I think when I think, it's a whole different ball game to run around something as wore out as that, uphill one way, downhill. Like there's just so much intricate details and unique qualities to the track. And, it's a whole different driving style. And I just appreciate that for what it is. The names that we expected to look good during the weekend that did, Corey Heim did not surprise me. Kid's super talented. Matt Crafton didn't surprise me. Surprisingly, I think he didn't run there last time they ran, which was amazing for how long he's been there. But that was cool. Matty D, Matt Benedetto did not surprise me that he ran good there at all. And again, the team's looking better. They're finally, again, that first year was just trying to figure it out. It was his first time ever driving down there. It's not the greatest team in the world, but they're trying to, get things going. And, they're running better now, which is good. But I expected this to be, a place they should run good just because of his experience. So that was good to see Carson Hocevar again on that list. Didn't surprise me. And neither did Zane Smith, until he didn't. Gets everyone. Raja Caruth looked good as well. I was just wanting to see what he could do. And, he didn't, let me down. But no one should be surprised that Larson went out there and won the thing. Like, Heim might have won stage 1, but Powell took care of the rest. And this is just, you could stick him in anything. And he's got to figure out how to do it. Especially you go somewhere like, North Wilkesboro because look at all the racing he does throughout the rest of the year on dirt and different kind of cars, just everywhere. Like this is Larson's wheelhouse, so it shouldn't surprise anyone. But there was still good racing, saves, like all kinds of stuff throughout the whole entire field that gave really, really good racing, and proved that racing can be good there. Just like modified, late models, everything else that ran throughout the whole entire week. And the truck series proved how good the racing can be if it doesn't have a terrible, god awful package around it, like the Cup Series has with their short track package. Absolutely sucks. There, I said it. We all knew it. Again, the other series and the trucks proved that it can be done. The All-Star qualifying and pit crew challenge, letting them show what they could do with that chance of 100 grand. That I enjoyed. Yeah, I didn't, when they did it at Charlotte, them coming around full speed, down pit road, like I didn't like that just because something stupid did happen. Yeah, I just felt it put, too much to chance. So always enjoyed it. I just didn't like the full speed part. So I thought that was really, really, cool. Ty Gibbs' crew won it. They made a big deal of knowing everyone's name, which is, kind of impressive at times, because the drivers have so much other stuff to worry about. But that was really cool for them to do it that way. I like when they do that because, again, we talk about the pit crews and how good they are, but when do they actually, we see them during a pit stop and they're gone. When do you actually get to see them have their moment? So I enjoyed it, me personally. If you didn't like it, let me know in the comments or something, but I thought it was pretty cool. All-Star Open, won by Josh Berry and Ty Gibbs, getting in there. They both advanced with Noah getting the fan vote, which is really cool because, people do like Noah. And I think that whole him and Chastain thing helped him a little bit. It did. But, that was really cool to see that. And Michael McDowell, I liked you saying, he didn't have a fine budgeted in the, tier money, but should have punched Ty right in the face for that. Sorry, it was Ty being Ty. He, and then he tops it off by saying something just stupid and blatantly just lying after he's done every single time. You can't go from like thanking Lord to lying through your teeth in 3 seconds. You just can't do it. Sorry, not sorry. You can't do that. He should have punched him in the face. He deserved it. And I'm sure you would have found money without having to pay a dime out of your pocket if you walked up and punched him directly in the face. Just saying, sooner or later, it's going to happen to him. Now, while he can throw bombs, we don't know how he can handle getting hit with bombs. So one day it'll happen. We'll find out. But then again, Larson drove through the field and dominated. And they did say no one could pass up top, like you heard them keep saying that during the broadcast, but there was just Larson just circling around everything. And again, it's in his wheelhouse. It's what I expected to happen. It was exactly what I expected. I mean, I was happy to see, I'm going to get flack for this, but it was good to see Bubba running up there, too. When he's not in his own way, he's talented. The problem is Bubba's always in his own way. And he can't deny that. That's just, a super thing, but just remember it wasn't the track's fault. Okay. No matter what. And that was the big thing I wanted to get. I might have talked about the racing action, but it's not the track's fault. And I had the same feelings as, Dale Jr., if you heard him when I watched it, going, like, how many more opportunities, now that we did this, are other tracks going to get, that they could save because of how bad the short track package is and how, poor of a product the Cup, the racing was for the Cup Series because of that package. Again, there was good racing throughout, but the short track package hasn't really delivered, more often than not. And I mean, for Christ's sake, we had Denny arrow blocking people at Martinsville last year. Tell me what the hell is wrong with that whole sentence besides all of it. And he's right, though. How many opportunities are places like North Wilkesboro, going to get to be saved if that's the racing that the package puts on? And I don't want to see it. Hurt places like North Wilkesboro, who came back, who's put on great racing with other series, or anywhere else that they want to possibly pump money into and bring back to life because Cup car package sucks. And I think NASCAR is way too slow when it comes to they got to figure that nonsense out yesterday. They got to figure that out last year, saying we're going to do, try this out and see. Like, nah, you have to send someone out there and do a whole lot of testing. Like, go out there during your time off. You'll always find someone that can do it and figure it out. You've got to fix it because all the money that was pumped into there to give that kind of racing, no matter how excited people are, that wasn't good. And, I'd be damned if that, hinders it because it's not its fault. Because again, other series, modified race was great. Like there's a lot of other stuff that's been happening since they brought it back. And it was good. The truck race, had racing in it. It's just, I'm on Dale's side. They need to fix the short track package before opportunities for North Wilkesboro go away just because of how bad their short track package is. And that's not the damn track's fault one bit. That's NASCAR's, who needs to, get on the ball and actually fix the thing and say, oh, we're going to do this in a couple weeks. No, you need to do it now. You need to be out there all the time until you get something that actually makes short track racing good again, because they absolutely killed it, in my opinion, not in a good way. Not like you make some, bomb, pork shoulder or something, you're killing it, in the best way. This is killing it in the worst way. But I saw a lot of people blaming the track, and it wasn't the damn track's fault. That was NASCAR package's fault, which sucked last year on short tracks, and it still sucks this year. It's just the way it is. I just hope that it gets fixed, before it's too late. And Junior was right on that one. So again, go in the comments, tell me what you think. But I think they desperately need to do something about the short track package. Me and Walter went over that ad nauseum last year. And I was doing it earlier this year. Like, it's not good. And I can't believe that we're still saying, we're going to make this little thing. Like, no. Like, you need to get people out there and keep trying to figure stuff out and be testing new stuff every week to make the racing not suck. Because it's a hindrance for the sport. And for tracks like that, this is going to want to put money into it for NASCAR to come back. If the racing is going to suck anyway, and how many more chances is, it going to get there in North Wilkesboro with NASCAR? With, how bad that was. And again, I super stoked to see it back. Thought all kinds of things were good. I thought it was better than people gave it credit for, but he really was one of the very few people. He just went wherever he wanted to. He knew how to drive it, and he went. And, he stunk the joint out. Granted, Fox's coverage has sucked all year, so you're welcome, NBC. They shot the bar very, very low for themselves, so it's going to be very hard to suck worse than Fox did. I mean, for cripe's sake, there was a 20-minute practice session, not from whatever series it was, Cup Series, before qualifying, and they ran 4 commercials just in that 20 minutes of that, let alone like every 4 minutes during the race. Like, their coverage did not do any favors to the racing there. Under what people saw on the TV, I know people, had more fun at the track. You always have more fun, a better experience at the track. But, just please do the world a favor. Stop blaming the track. That's NASCAR's fault. And this next gen thing, they got to figure it out. But that's where I'm going to go. That's where I'm going to leave it. I just, wish they'd stop blaming the track and that Michael McDowell punched Ty Gibbs directly in the face like he deserved. But semantics at this point. But thank you for watching and listening. You know where to find it. Check out Go Speedways if you haven't. Follow the socials. All of them. Racing Rucinski on Twitter. Racing with Jesse Rucinski everywhere else. And share the hell out of it all. And I'll be back again much sooner than before. I appreciate y'all. And until next time, peace.